Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today we have Patricia behind the camera.
Hello.
And we have this special box right from China that I've been waiting for about a month. It's a special delivery. It's gonna look so good on the house. I can't wait to unbox this amazing crate with you guys today. Let's get going. Let's get this unboxed. All right, we're back on the channel today with Patricia behind the camera doing all the videography. And today we have this special box that came directly from China. This was purchased off Etsy, and you can tell right here that they have actually packaged this very nicely. It's made of plywood and has like 8 screws in it. So we have our DeWalt cordless drill today. We're gonna go ahead and open this right now and see what's inside because I'm super hyped to get this going. All right, we got the DeWalt cordless drill here. So first thing we have is a kind of a clue of what's in the box, and it is a template. If you look, it's literally not my address. That's not my address, but it's somebody's address. But there's a template in here first. There is a checklist here that shows you how to install this and a nice bunch of instructions here on how to do this, which I'm really curious about. I've always wanted to do this, but I'm super nervous about doing it. This is one of the things I never wanted to do because you have to get it perfect. If it's not lined up perfectly, it's gonna look weird. And then inside the box, this is apparently the transformer. So this is a power supply, basically. And if you don't know what this is already, you will here pretty soon. But this is the power supply, and it looks to be high quality. I was thinking this was gonna be cheap, but the whole kit was about $400. And look, you get this nice, high quality, multi-pin power supply. And it looks like there's a hookup for each number, which is really cool.
That's cool.
Right? Very cool. Very, very cool. And then inside of this, we have our screws. So they gave us very long screws to put these in. And the nuts as well. You can see right there, got my name on it. This is from Etsy. There's a bunch of sellers that make these. I picked one that had good reviews, and I went back and forth with him for about 3 weeks and finally ordered. So these are the LED house numbers, and they are mounted with the screws right there. I still don't know how. So they give you the template for that though. So you put the template up on the wall, you level the template like this, so you get your level. Once you get your level, and that's how you get your numbers straight on the wall. If you don't get it exactly right, the numbers will look weird. So you got one shot, like Slim Shady.
Like Eminem.
Yep, just like Slim Shady, dude. Yeah, so basically, all you have to do is plug that in there, and then when you put it on the wall, it sits out from the wall so it glows on the background. So I have kind of an idea of where that's gonna go, but these look awesome. And I do like the fact that the fonts are like, and then the wire just goes through the wall. So basically, you're not gonna see anything but the number. $380, I think, for all of them. It's kind of the typical price for them. The actual plan is I'm gonna put this power supply on a smart plug, so it'll be controlled. Floats out a little bit, like maybe an inch, and so it backlights. It looks really freaking cool.
That's cool, yeah.
So let's go outside and see where this is gonna go. And the plan right now is to put the numbers right up here. They should fit right in that space, hopefully. It barely fits. You don't even have to like put screws in it. It's like,
Oh yeah.
You could just glue it there. To drill through to the other side inside the garage, and then pull the wire, pull the power all the way over to the outlet that's on the corner. So I'm gonna go above the garage door. I wish I could plug it in.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Got him! Got him!
Inside in the garage now, and I wanted to show you guys where this is gonna go. So Patricia, come check this out. So basically, above here to have to come through this side. The transformer will mount up here, and the power goes all the way over here to up there where I gotta still tie the wires up for the access point by our garage door opener, but that's gonna power it. It's gonna have a smart plug on it to turn it off and on with sunrise and sunset. So that's the current plan. How are we supposed to get this through the wall?
You have to drill a big enough hole.
You do. So here's the deal. See back here? You gotta drill you have to drill 5 of these. It's gonna be hidden by the back of this. So when you put this up against the wall, that barely fits. These are like probably a 1/2 inch too big. And then you drill through, and then on the other side, we'll have the transformer up at the top, tied up nicely with all 5 of these going to it. We'll run an extension cord over. Okay, we're back in the garage now. It's very hot in here, but wanted to show you guys what the plan is in here without dying. But up here, these numbers are gonna be right on this side of the wall, so we're gonna have to drill through this entire, for a couple of numbers, we gotta go through this whole plate. But my plan is, come through here, mount the transformer right up here, just right here, up to the wall. We'll have all of our wires going there, and then we'll run a power wire up all the way over to our power right there, and then we will have a smart plug probably right here on the end of the power wire. That will be connected to Alexa, and it will come on at dusk. Come on at dusk and off at dawn, like the soffits and our new LED sconces. All right, we're back in the kitchen. Patricia has all of our house numbers connected, and here's a good look with all of the numbers. 5 connections to the power supply here, and all you do now is just take your lights. Patricia, show them how this would be laid out. So basically, that's what they're gonna look like at night from the road. They're very bright. I mean, you're gonna see these for sure. The contrast, the black with the white light, it's gonna look good. And also, the soffits are blue, it'll look just like that. And so that's what it looks like. And they sit out about that much so they backlight the house. Now, the next big job is getting the holes drilled and getting these things. I've already made a decision that they're gonna have to be wedged in because there's just no room. They barely fit anyway. And I think if I wedge them in and get a tube of clear silicone sealer and just go right behind them on the bottom and right behind them on the top here, and just put like a dab there, they're never gonna move because they're wedged. I think even with a wind. The only thing that sucks is we're gonna have 5 holes drilled through above my garage door, which I'm kind of stressed out about, but there's really
no other option.
There's no other option. In front of our nice house numbers again, and you can see here are the mounting studs, and basically what you do is run them into the back of this. They screw in all the way, and then you simply drill a hole in the wall and these go right through it. All right, so we have a problem here, Houston. I don't have a big enough drill bit because this has to go through the stucco and all the way through to the garage. So that's fairly large. I would say that's probably a 1/2 inch, but I'm gonna check it right now. Let me go ahead and look at this and see what this is. All right, so on the end of these connectors, you're going to need a 3/4 inch bit to get through whatever surface. Mine is masonry, so I'm going to go ahead and order a masonry bit. This only goes up to, let's see, a 1/2. So we need a 3/4. Let's get online and order that now on Amazon so we have it. Checking out the actual studs is what I call these. These are the mounting. And the more you can get this off the surface, the cooler it looks. If you can get it to stand out like that, or even a little bit less, it's gonna look awesome in 3D and it's gonna project better on the house. But I think that one of these is just gonna be money. I want it to be snug enough where I put a little epoxy on each one and then it just is perfectly straight and stands up on its own. We're gonna go ahead and test on this box. Perfect. So now we know the size that we need for the actual masonry. We do have our template right here, and so basically we got our big bit in for going through the stucco. So This bit here will be how we get in the power supply wire. And we may have to wallow it out a little bit to get it through, but this right here, hopefully, is big enough to get this wire through all the way. Once we get through the stucco, we will have to drill through wood. So what we're gonna do first is go ahead and put the template up, make sure that it's level, and go ahead and drill out all of our holes. So we have to drill out our small holes with our tile and masonry bit here. We have to drill our big power holes out, which are the red ones here. These are for the standard bolts. These are for the red ones. So we're gonna drill all that out after we get the template up and leveled. That's also gonna be tough because there is almost no room for this. And there might not even be enough room for this. I might have to cut the bottom of this template off to get it to flush mount up on the side of the house. Let's get out there and see what happens. All right, we're out in the front of the SCSR compound now, and the first thing that we have to do is find the center of this garage door. Okay, so I had to move the template down. There was absolutely no way to get the letters into the wall unless they were down. So I moved them down about 1/4 of an inch. I'm hoping this is level. I'm gonna grab my level and find out right now. I got all my holes drilled for everything, so all we have to do now is take the template off. Look at all of that destruction, and get my broom out, just clean this off, and then I'll have to blow off the driveway afterwards. But we have all our pilot holes run. Now we have to just hope and pray that we can get our numbers in there straight. Top holes were very difficult because the drill was on an angle. So I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get that in. We're going to find out right now. All right, the epoxy plan didn't work out as much as I thought it would. The stuff got everywhere and dried really fast, so even though it says it sets up in 30 minutes, that stuff was set up in like 5. So I've got the Alex fast dry now. I'm just going to go ahead and caulk in all the holes up there and around the screws and see if I can do that without making a complete mess. So I'm gonna get a bowl of water. Yo, so, all right. So the outside part is mostly done, it's just drying, so now I have to figure out the inside part. I think if I have any black caulk, I'm gonna put my black caulk in that hole, right there, all those 5 holes. Then I'm gonna tie everything up really nice with wire clamps as far over here as I can, and then connect to the power right there. I need an extension cord though, and I ordered a smart switch as well. Let's start getting this together. We're inside the Supercar Street Racing Garage now, and we can see here all of the holes that were drilled for the new LED house number. So our first mission today is going to be to tie these wires up nicely and not disturb the mounting that we did on the outside because it is drying. If we move the wires, we might move the actual numbers. So I really want to get the mounting done on this transformer, but it has no mounting brackets. So it is a rectangle, and I am thinking right about here. And then I don't know how I'm gonna keep it on the wall. I guess I'll just put screws to kind of wedge it in. I'm literally gonna have to wedge this thing in the wall, onto the wall. Okay, we do have the power supply mounted now. We just kind of wedged it in there. I'm gonna actually put some of this black caulk around it when I put it in. So next step is to kind of get the wiring done without disturbing the outside, which I am stressed about. Kind of want to just wait so I don't mess it up. But I mean, if I pull, all right, I got all the wires tied up nice. Now I'm gonna work on the power wire, but first I wanna go ahead and get the caulk in there so it can dry. So I've got my caulk gun ready, and I've got my big tube of black caulk ready to go. Let's go. Okay, I did ruin my lucky jeans because I'm an idiot. And there's literally no other word for it but that. And now, all I have to do right here and right now is get the power wire run most of the way and clamped up. Let's get this power cord situated. Probably right there makes sense. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it right on the base here. Base of the, whatever this is. Put a clamp like every couple feet. Hopefully I have a temporary extension cord. I mean, I'll figure it out, but. And one more down here should do it. All right, so this thing just needs power to test. And my smart plug will be here probably today. Have to check the order, but let's get some power to this thing and test it. A black extension cord, it's kind of long, but I think I can hide it up here if I put it up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect these lights right now. I ordered the smart plug. I thought I already ordered it, but obviously I was drunk because I did not order it. This is a bit too long though, but there's plenty of room to hide it back here in the back. And I will get a few clamps and some screws and get up there and tie this thing up and tie up the hotspot cable. This is the power cable, and then we are going to run it up and over so it doesn't interfere with the door. So we got to go way up there, way over there, and into this, but we have a smart plug that's got to go right here as well. So we're going to leave a little slack that we can disconnect this with. It's a big boy. So right here we have to unplug it and insert a smart plug. I'm just going to leave a little bit of slack there. I can also redo if I have to. Oh, let's go, let's go. And then this guy can go in the back. Guys, we did finish this project and connect it to power. Now this is the moment of truth. Does it actually work? If it doesn't, this was 4 hours worth of work for nothing. Let's see. They are all lit up, so now all we have to do is come check it out at night, and all of that caulk is drying. Caulk, sorry. So we will check back with you guys when it gets dark tonight, but we have successfully finished this project. Guys, we are out here at night with the house numbers, and that's how it looks on the house at night. And yeah, I mean, guys, hope you enjoyed another project. And yeah, it's just, it is what it is. It's staying like that. Okay, the final piece of the puzzle for the outdoor lit house numbers came in, and it is a Amazon smart plug. I buy these now because they're just so much easier to set up, and they just go right in and they just work, and you don't have to use a third-party app. They work directly with Amazon. I'm not going to set it up inside the house because I wanted to connect to the Wi-Fi in the garage. So let's get out there in the garage and get this thing hooked up. Okay, I did get the smart plug installed, and it is rather ugly. I will probably paint it black so it kind of blends in. And it needs something to kind of stick up against the wall, like some 3M tape or Velcro. I'm going to go ahead and set it up and configure it now and add it to my routine for all the rest of the lights. We'll start to the studio with Supercar Street Racing and Brad. Guys, welcome back once again. Brad here at Supercar Street Racing 4K Production Studio. And you saw today that we did go ahead and get these LED house numbers installed on the house. It was pretty easy. It just took a very long time, and they are not exactly 100% straight, even though I followed the template. They're good enough, but the 4 is a little off on the very end. Looks a little bit lower, even though I put that right in the actual holes in the template. So the way these work is you just order the numbers. I'll have a link here on the screen for you. You order your numbers here, and they will also send you a transformer. And this one right here right now is on a plaque, but you can put them directly on your house as well. Guys, make sure you always click through my links when you order products for Supercar Street Racing's sake of the channel, and it just gives me a little bit of dollars to continue what I'm doing here, because I do lose money on the channel. As always, we love your support. We appreciate you, and buy your LED house numbers and drop a comment if you need any help installing yours, and we'll see you guys next time.